Okay. Um, we began last session just entering the vault in Parabor after having battled the many waves of monsters attacking the city and finally breaking in, expending a lot of magic. But yeah, there were the four corpses that were in there previously. Apparently, we left them there. But we got in, we got the map, we pulled it off the wall and kind of revealed its secrets, figuring out that if we had a drop of blood that we would be able to reach in and pull out a box. And we found um, a a little box like 6 inches by 8 inches with a note on it that was warning us that this is the item we sought. And it's a little lead box that we surmise is to protect whatever's in there. And we think the eye is in there, or the hand. I think we think the eye is in there. But Tarvik has the box inside of the map, and Tarvik has it. Let's see. We are kind of discussing what to do next. As we leave the vault, Cassandra wrote a note, basically to the necromancers. If they ever show up here, they'll find a note that says that they were foolish to leave the vault. They were foolish to leave in the vault. Wait. I'm reading the wrong note. Oh, dang it! I lost it in my note. But basically, I think she left a note threatening the necromancers, like saying, "Ha ha, you all suck. We're gonna come kill you."
The note specifically said, "Ha ha, we got it, and we're going to kill you."
But basically, we decided to leave Parabor. We left at noontime. We talked to Raylene and Galana and Ron, just to talk to them about whether or not they're going to stay or leave. But eventually, we did leave. Cassandra had a vision. She was with Tarvik, and she had a vision. They used the scrying mirror with the cloth from Tarvik's possession, and Cassandra saw one of the in Duras, one of the orphanages in the alley. She saw the little girl, the one who only has one eye and one hand, and I think essentially saw him like working with some bad people. We figure the fact that she has one eye and one hand is probably a hint regarding the eye and the hand. But yeah, Drelia in Tree Community.
Drela, yeah.
Yeah. Cassandra breaks the scrying mirror, but has not told that to the rest of the group. And Tarvik got some herbs, edible and medicinal, including some devil weed, which he is hiding specifically from Rita. We made camp. We walked a bit and we made camp. Which is I think the map that we're on, is we made camp here. We're not too far from Anderlark. We had a good conversation. Rita gives me a spell scroll so that I can complete my dare with the frog. I'm not sure what the dare was, but something about a frog. What was I supposed to do to the frog? I don't remember.
The dare I think was that we had to go to the place where like the jumping frogs were at the very north of the lake near Parabor. And you were supposed to catch a frog and make it into your familiar, and when we got there weren't any frogs. So now I've given you a scroll of find familiar so that you can have a familiar.
Okay. Good to know. Alright. I was feared I had to like kiss it or something. That didn't sound right. Anyways, got that. I still need some components though to use it. Talk to the goat man for a little bit. Pick says the goat's name is Wulululu. Paraphrasing. Yeah.
Oh no! Oh my gosh! Yeah, that was a whole thing.
The whole
thing.
But eventually, I could not remember his name or have any of my memory come back at that time. Rita sent to Madrina, basically telling them that we found the eye. Response in an out-of-breath voice: "Come to the cave entrance, underneath, 3 stones deep. We might not be there." And then and Cromwell kind of knew where that was. There's caves near Burnholder that leads into the mines. He knows that they lead to the Underdark, but he does not know of a specific one that leads to the Underdark. Oh, he does. He knows of one that leads to the Underdark, and that's probably what you're referring to. Then Rita sent to Mr. Magic Michael Dune, and asked him to send us to Burnolder. Told him that we can be at Anderlecht in a few hours. We're good for payment, but basically his response was if we get to Duras, then he can send us from there. And we kind of we haven't gone to sleep yet for the night, and we're just kind of discussing maybe ways of getting there further. And that is where we are.
Anybody have anything else to add for recap?
I think Pick was very, very sad. There was a whole moment where Pick was in my head and the Goat Man was in Roland's head, and the Goat Man was talking to Roland, and like Pick was able to like pick up on that, and recognized each other, knew each other, and I think the Goat Man was like really dismissive or like scoffing at Pick, and that made Pick very sad.
I don't think we said this, and I'm sorry if we did. At some point, Jarvik took the eye from the box in the map and just put it in his own pocket, but he has not told anybody else about that.
Yes.
I missed that. I missed that as a swear. Okay.
It's fine. Probably.
Totally fine.
Definitely no reason I'm rolling wisdom checks. Absolutely no reason.
Nah.
Mm-mm.
Anybody else have anything else to add?
Drayla wants sparkly candy on a stick that looks like a unicorn horn. Might use it to our advantage to persuade her to talk to us.
I'll add a couple of things just to reiterate very loosely. So during the whole Pick, Goatman, Roland situation, Cassandra, you also were kind of clued into things that were going on.
Oh, yeah.
You were kind of pulled into it for some reason as well that I think eludes all of you at this point. None of you really truly know what was going on, though you have maybe some theories or suspicions, but there were 3 at play, and you picked up on certain conversations, and others, sometimes they went blank and you don't know what was going on. It also seemed like there was some damage dealt to certain parties as well that felt it. Let's see what else here. Got the note. Tarvik. The Tarvik and Cassandra moment where the scry mirror is broken, but they have some information. The sending to Madrina, your suspicions were correct, Rita, in that she did sound very out of breath, and she didn't sound... Her speech wasn't like a normal cadence, it seemed off. And I think that's about it in terms of holes for me to fill in at this point in time. So, with that we can end play recap, and we can go into tonight's session. So, you guys are on your way to Anderlecht right now. You guys had a long rest, taking turns, and during that time, Tarvik, that's when you slipped the the lead box into your own pocket out of the pocket that was in the map. And so we're around 6 a.m. I think you guys are waking up. If you haven't marked on your sheets already, do your long rest. Nothing came up to interrupt your long rest, so you can go ahead. And as you all wake up, everyone, can you please make me a charisma saving throw? And as a friendly reminder here, if you have DM inspiration, you can use it if you want. You don't have to.
You know what? I would love to use it right now.
Yeah, that sounds
I'm gonna use mine too.
Nah.
You have a great charisma save.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Jesus. Plus
Yeah, me
8.
too.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow.
Oh, well, that didn't do very
I
well
rolled
for me.
Oh, Tarvik.
Okay. Do I have everyone? I Rita, Roland,
Nice.
Cassandra, Tarvik, Cromwell. Beautiful. And who is using their DM inspo?
I did.
Okay,
It
Cassandra
didn't-
did.
I did, but it didn't matter.
Oh, Tarvik, okay.
Unless the save is a 9.
I did too.
Cromwell, okay. So only Roland and Rita did not? Or Roland, you did?
I did. Yeah, I did.
You did? Okay, perfect. So, 27, Rita. Success. Roland, 19, fail. Cassandra, 20, fail. Tarvik, 9, fail. Cromwell, 17, fail. For everyone who I said failed, your alignment does not change. However, as you RP, keep in mind that you're feeling less than good. In a situation, in an encounter where if you had to choose between doing the good thing or doing a selfish thing that didn't really hurt anybody, neutral, or doing an evil thing, your default previously used to be, yeah, you wanted to do the good thing. Now it's a toss-up. You're not quite sure. I leave that to you guys to roleplay. There's no hard, like, do this or do that, but just keep that in the back of your mind as we move forward, until maybe something happens. But moving forward from now on, it doesn't change, but you're just a little bit less than good. Because all of you, I think, maybe had good. Tarvik, you being neutral, you might act a little bit more selfishly. But I think everyone else is good in terms of their alignment. Again, no need to actually change it on your character sheet. This is simply RP stuff. I will say, everyone who failed, can you go into your bio sheet and let's see, in additional features and traits, can you put charisma save and then put a 1 after it to keep track? This is something that we'll be keeping track of. After a certain number of times, this may actually change your alignment, depending on how everything goes. So this is something, if you can just put in the same location, then I can just keep track of it, and you guys can too. If you succeeded, you don't need to put a number next to it. You can put charisma save 0 if you want. But any questions with that?
Sounds cool.
Okay. All right, with that out of the way, you guys wake up. You are freshly rested, though some of you maybe a little bit changed, unbeknownst to you. What would you like to do? The day is yours.
We should head to Anderlark. See if they have any supplies. Maybe we'll get lucky and there'll be a horse. Preferably 5, but
I'm not
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
How far are we to Anderlock?
couple hours, right?
Yeah, you're not too far
Not
off.
too far.
Yep.
Yeah. That's just. I'm trying to think of like a way to like get there faster using my polymorph. But I just don't think there's anything to be done with that. So let's just go.
Okay.
All right.
All right, you guys make your way towards Andalurk. Any conversations or anything that you guys want to have as you make your way there? While you guys think of that, someone roll me a d20 as you guys think about what you might want to say to each other.
Rita's a lucky one. Oh, you got it? Okay.
Mm-hmm. I said not it.
Not it. Yeah, Rita, you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, any conversations? Cassandra, did I hear you?
Yeah, I want to like try and like pull Tarvik back a little bit from the group.
Mm-hmm.
Have you thought much about telling the others?
I'll hang on, let me get a voice. I'll tell them when we get closer.
Okay.
I know our arrangement.
All right. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Have a good day.
I mean, I'm probably just gonna ride right here. I don't really need to go anywhere in particular.
We don't have anything to write.
Right? We're walking on the road. Why would I need to write anything?
Can I just like hop on your shoulders and you can carry me there? I'm pretty small.
I guess.
I'd
totally climb on your back for like an hour.
You guys see Cassandra climb on Tarvik.
Do you go up on my shoulders like an actual like child riding along, like trying to see something high, or you like piggyback ride styling?
Whichever you're more comfortable with.
Even piggyback would double Cassandra's height.
I know. We'll say I'm carrying you so you can see really high.
Nice. Wow. So this is what it's like to be tall, huh?
I guess I'm not that tall.
Compared to me.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I could get used to this. Is there some magic that could make me really tall?
Probably. It's more of a Rita question, I think. Or actually, I'm sorry, not a Rita, a Roland question.
Can I be eavesdropping?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to just cast levitate.
Oh.
On me or on Rita?
Oh no, on the hat. 10 minutes.
Nice. I'll just like hang on to like Tarvik's shoulder just in case. I don't want to like completely float off, but I'll like stand on top of you now. Do like that cool move like the jet skiers do.
Mm-hmm.
For the cheerleaders.
Yeah, that's what you do for 10 minutes, and then suddenly it comes crashing back down onto my shoulders.
Yep.
Amazing. Anybody else? If not, we can go to Andalurk. But everyone who participated in the RP just then, I think it was rolling Cassandra Tarvik, go ahead and get some DM inspiration.
Nice.
Earning it back.
Fun little, I tell you, it's like a personal thing of mine, but use your DM inspo because you will eventually get it back sooner, probably rather than later. So, as you guys get up to Andalurk here, I will go ahead and change the map. You remember it being a fairly small town. It is gated around by a wooden fence, and it has lots of farmland available. The part that was burnt is slowly growing back from where you guys had battled the death creature that was here in the surrounding outskirts. But you notice that everything seems to be as you once saw it. The gate person at the watchtower kind of recognizes Cassandra and everyone else as well, and waves you guys in as he opens up the gate, and you guys are able to get into Andalurk. As all of you, there's 2 target tokens. Don't mind that. Just gonna delete that top. As you guys get in, where are you going to? If you'll remember, Tarvik, Zerulia, there was that weird lady who was here. You guys remember that the brewery was up here, and Smilo, the smithy, used to be over here. Those were some of the places that you had explored earlier.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check out the green bottles. See ya. I'm walking off that way.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to the smithy if anyone wants to join me.
Hi, Cassandra.
I'm gonna
I
join
just like wave
Roland.
as I walk away. Sorry, go.
Oh, cool. We'll head off to the smithy.
Alright, I will move your tokens for you guys. Roland and Cromwell are heading towards the smithy. Cassandra's heading towards the brewery. Rita and Tarvik, where are you going?
Hey, best buddy.
At that, Tarvik will just start walking directly to the old woman's place.
And Rita, what about you? As Tarvik just walks away.
I laugh at him. And then, not like at him, but like with him. And I don't know, I guess I go start looking for any giant goats or maybe horses. They don't have giant goats.
Awesome. Alright, so you just kind of start meandering in search of any type of animals that might be able to carry you. Beasts of burden. Alright. Let's see. We'll start with Cassandra. You go up to the brewery, you go inside, and you see a very familiar, happy face that greets you. And you see that there are a few people who are there in the tavern as well, not too many. I am not going to change the map just so that I can see everyone and it'll help me remember where everyone's at.
Mm-hmm.
But you walk in, she's like talking with a customer who's kind of standing at the bar. What do you do?
I walk up to the bar and wait for her to finish, but like hold up, like do a little wave and sit at the bar.
She notices
What
you.
if
And she smiles, and then she like finishes up her conversation. She greets her. Oh my, how have you been?
Oh, Lynn, it's been awful. I've had
Oh.
so much responsibility.
She just
I gotta
as soon as
save-
you say that, she starts pouring you a drink.
Oh,
and
thank you.
and puts a big ale in front of you on the house.
No, I take a moment, like pull up one finger, like just gulp a punch, and then put it down. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so like, you know, all this undead stuff, and there's the necromancers, and they're really evil, and I want to kill them all. The party wants to do all this other crap, and I just want to go after them, but they won't let me.
Seems like a very troubling matter. She just like, you know, doing that whole bartender listening to your woes and just filling you up with booze, making it all better. I'm glad you're looking all
How's
right,
Arlock?
though. Oh, our luck's
thank you.
fine, you know, just working here and there. We're all quite busy with everyone drinking their troubles away, and she gives a little smile.
Have you seen any of my family? Or maybe family? Probably family?
Oh, dearie, I'm afraid not. But it's good to see
I'm
your
gonna need a couple
smiling
more
face.
nails. Oh, thank you, Lilin. It's good to see you too. Is there any horses in town?
Horses? Well, we have some cattle that carry our... God, what do you call those things? Carts. They carry our carts.
Yeah. Now we're hoping to go a little faster than walking, but that's alright. We're on our way to Duras.
Oh, fancy city.
Yeah. Any news from Parabor? Have you seen Hanger?
Let me think about that. Would Hinger have come yet? I'm afraid not, no.
Keep a lookout for another halfling family. I sent them this way.
Right you do. Well, fiddlesticks, I love more company.
Yeah, and I'll toss down like a gold, it's like for their stay and like food and stuff for a little bit.
Well, this will buy you lots of drinks, and she like keeps filling you up if you want some.
Yeah. And I'll just sit here and chat until the party comes to get me.
Great. And she will happily chat away with you. And Roland and Cromwell, you go to Smilo. You see he's working when you go to visit him. His door's open, getting some air in with the crisp air. And you can just see him like dinging. You just hear some dinging noises as he's working.
Hail, Smilo.
Oh! He gets startled a little bit and kind of drops his hammer that he was using. Kind of squints at you. Oh, you were here before with the crazy, creepy things that you defeated. You're back to save us. You gonna stay here for long? You can see he's very hopeful.
Do you need saving? Why do you need saving, Smilo?
No, not really, but I mean, you know, having strong people like you here wouldn't be so bad.
Oh, well. Thank you, I think. But no, we are just passing through, unfortunately.
Oh, that's...
What are you working on, Smilo?
Oh, this is for the carts. You see this hinge over here? I'm trying to make it so that it can go up and then go down for easier latching. I think it's gonna help with the farming. And you can see he's very proud of himself.
That's so nice. Maybe if it's a bit thinner here, you get a little more torque in it.
You can see
Anyways,
he kind of puts his goggles on, or his spectacles, and then he kind of looks at it and just strokes his chin. Interesting. And then he like goes and grabs a paper and just starts redrawing.
I'm actually looking for something. Do you have any brass braziers?
Oh, maybe. And he goes in and he starts rummaging. It's a very not well kept area. You can see, imagine like cartoons where things are flying as he picks it up and like throws it in search. That's kind of happening all over the place. Lots of noise. And you could see he comes up with underneath all the rubble. You can see he's a little bit dirty, little streaks on his face, and he just holds up very triumphantly in his hand with a smile beaming on his face. This! And it is a brass brazier.
While he's looking, Cromwell would be like, do you have any weapons that are enchanted?
Ooh, fancy. As he's looking and he holds this up, he puts it in Roland's hand and he says, I'm afraid not, as he looks towards you, Cromwell. Here, I'm not a fancy magical worker. I think you have to go into the city. He seems apologetic. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
How much do I owe you for this, Smilo?
Oh, for saving us? Nothing. And he just kind of puts his hands out like, keep it, deep it. You've been great for everything that you did for us. Please, this is the least that I can do to repay.
I'll smile and nod my head at him. Much obliged, Smilo. Is there anything else that might be useful to some strong people coming through, or?
And he starts looking for things. He'll probably present you with like a pickaxe and like a metal one with a wooden handle. He might offer up some traps that he's built. If you want some hunting traps, you can take some. And let's see, what else might you be looking for if you're looking for anything in particular?
I'd definitely take those traps for sure.
Great,
And
he'll give them to you.
does it look like he might have?
He gives you He'll give you 3 hunting traps.
Nice. Would it look like he has any plate mail or anything heavier armor, even if he doesn't have weapons?
That he does not know. Not super into the weapons. More working type of instruments.
Does he have fishing hooks?
Oh yes, he'll definitely give you fishing hooks.
Okay, I'll take a few of those.
Yeah, say you get like 5.
Awesome. I'm appreciative. I'll still kind of leave a gold piece on his workbench.
He is ecstatic. He looks at you really don't have to. But you can see he's like, he really wants to take it, even though he's saying that. he's like holding.
This is fine craftsmanship. You should be compensated. I appreciate it, friend.
This is the most money I've ever seen. Thank you. And he like grasps your hands and just shakes nonstop.
I'll eventually get my hand free.
Yes. Roland, were you looking for anything in particular?
Nope. Roland was here. I think Roland actually had the same thought of maybe sneaking a coin in like onto his desk when he wasn't looking, but some reason Roland doesn't.
Love that. Love that. I would have given you DM inspo for that if you didn't already have it, so great job. You guys get some stuff, so then we go to let's see, Tarvik, you get to the door very quickly because it's towards the front of the town, and you knock. Or do you knock? I don't know.
Oh no, I absolutely knock.
Okay. You knock and you hear a distant voice just kind of singing, I'm coming. And it gets closer to the door, and you see it just crack open slightly, and you just see an eyeball looking at you. Very familiar, little frazzled looking, unkempt woman, just kind of looking through the dark shadows. Hello?
Hi, I'm
You're
back.
back.
Yes.
You're back. And she opens the door as she sings and just kind of goes into the room and just keeps singing this little, you're back, hello, you're back. And then just kind of stops mid-room, twirls around to you with her hands clasped with a smile on her face.
Right. Tarvik will slowly make his way into the room. And I guess sit in the chair he sat in last time, because I think he just sat like in a chair.
Mm-hmm. She walks behind you and just kind of hovers her face to your right side, fairly close, and with a smile keeps looking at you, and then a beat of silence, and then says, hello.
Hello. I was hoping possibly to get something
Hopes
a little
and dreams,
different.
Hopes and dreams. We all have hopes and dreams. She just kind of goes into this little song as she goes and sits across from you at the table. Or catty corner, not directly across.
Right.
Yeah. Just kind of puts her elbows on the table and puts her hands under her chin and just looks at you, smiles.
Right. Yeah, again. Feels like it's been ages, but it's been a couple of weeks. Right. Do you this is maybe a weird ask.
Do I want to marry you? No. No.
Oh, okay. No. Do you have ivory strips at all?
Ivory doesn't grow from the ground. And you can see her face kind of looks concerned.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
You might be confused.
Probably.
She just pats your head.
Yeah. He probably like juts back a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay. I guess just the herbs, if you have any more of those those herbs again.
So many herbs, so many herbs. And she just kind of twirls around the room. And you hear her hum, just kind of, herbs from trees, trees from the gods, gods from the magic, magic from the trees. And you can see she just girls around the room, just picking certain things, kind of twirling, dipping, basically having kind of a weird dance singing session with herself. As you know, she's kind of strange, so you just kind of sit there observing all of this. It's weird.
Yeah, unlike last time where like Charvik kind of just kept trying to have a conversation with him. At this point, he just sits there quietly and lets her do whatever she needs to do until she says I'm done, and then he'll leave.
Yeah, so she just keeps talking about like Earth and things coming from the trees being magic and magic sustaining us all, and just really happy about nature and Earth, and so she'll do that for a while, and she'll grab some things for you, and she kind of goes to the front of the door, opens it up, and then looks back at you with a smile, and just holds her hand out towards the door with a bunch of herbs in her hands, but looks back towards you.
Yep. Not questioning it this time, just making moves, and I'll say thanks again.
You'll end up with
production got better.
You'll end up with 30 gold worth of herbs and materials. You can dictate what specifically you may need, but she just gives you a bundle.
Awesome. Unlike last time, I think kind of very much following Roland's lead, though he doesn't know it. I won't leave any gold as she shuts the door behind. I'm just going to walk away with 30 gold worth of herbs.
Though you walk away and you don't see this, she kind of cocks her head and looks at you quizzically, as if she notices a change. And then there's a moment of silence, and then she closes the door quickly, and then she starts humming in the background. Rita will pivot towards you. As you are looking, you notice there are some beasts of burden, though they're not as big as you would like. You see some mules that are kind of pulling carts here around some of the in-the-town farm areas here. You see a few goats that are grazing, you see a couple of pigs, you see some chickens, but nothing that's very substantial. Just mules is probably the biggest that you'll find that are pulling carts. Anywhere else that you might be looking? Going? Yeah.
I do want to go and find like a really out of the way, shady corner of Vanderlark.
Inside or out?
Inside, okay. I think. Yeah, inside. Just spot where there's not really anyone walking around.
Okay. You see that other than the animals who are kind of there, you might want to avoid. You're probably gonna find your best bet away from people is over here, though there's not going to be anywhere shady because it is like open farm area. If you want someplace shady, it's going to be closer to people, which is going to be like here.
Okay.
There's no guarantee that there's people. You don't see people out, but you are closer to homes.
Yeah.
So
like if I like go in between like the homes, is there like a nice little alley somewhere there?
No alley in the traditional sense. There is space in between the homes. You don't know if anyone's in there or not. But that would be a little bit more hidden if that's what you're going for.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for.
Okay. So last we left off, you found your little nook there. Yeah. What do you decide to do?
I am taking out the tent, and I'm setting up the tent.
Okay.
And once it's set up, I'm gonna go inside, and I'm gonna take out my jade dust, and I'm going to cast a magic mouth on the inside of the tent, like on the door of the tent. And the message that I'm going to give it is, fool! You have climbed into the maw of the tent of devouring. Now be devoured.
Oh no. The tent of devouring. Alright, please send me exactly what you want Magic Mouth to say in Discord so I can add this in.
Yep.
We're gonna add
the
tent
trigger
here.
And the trigger is just whenever anyone climbs inside the tent.
Perfect. Okay. We're gonna do a bright orange tent. Oh, that's too big. Okay, sorry, I have to zoom in. Here we go. We'll say this is the tent right here, and I will label it so that we all know what this is. Tent of Devouring by Rita. Alright. Oh, is that showing up for you guys?
Yes.
Okay, great. Sometimes in the wrong layer. Beautiful. Alright, so Rita, as you finish this, where do you decide to go? You still have lots of time.
Yeah, I'm gonna, from here, I'm going to, well, I found the animals. I don't know that it might be helpful to buy a bunch of mules and just ride the mules. But I don't know if that's necessary. So I'm gonna head to the tavern from here.
Okay. You take a few steps before you hear something, Rita. In your head, in the voice of Michael Dune, you hear this. From Colonel Seagarten. Apologies by divert from Parabor. Take back the Vermeillon mines to aid emergency war preparation. Non-negotiable. Ordered by the Crown. Confirmation requested.
I'm sorry, I missed the middle part of that.
I will send this to everyone in Roll20 chat. This is what was sent to Rita.
Is that where the dwarves are? Durgar?
Vermillion's different.
No.
No, okay. Oh, is that near Parabor? Where is it? I'm pulling up the map.
No. It is,
We've heard of Vermillion
you
from
have.
the notice board, right?
That is
Yes.
correct. Yes.
Great memory.
Yes, I remember that conversation.
There was an issue
Wow.
with the town of Vermeillon. They lost contact, and a townsperson wanted you guys to go and take a look. They had posted up a personal flyer to see if you guys could figure out what happened, because they had some family over there. And they came from over there, and there was a whole debacle, and so they were trying to hire you guys. But this is not coming from that person. This is coming from this statement. This sending is coming from Michael Doom. Rita, do you choose to respond?
I definitely do. Can I think about how I'm going to respond?
Absolutely. I will say, for fun urgency purposes here with sending, I will give you real time a minute, starting now,
Oh god.
to think of what you'd like to say. I wish I had a counter thing in Roll20 so I could send it to you guys. I just have it on my phone, but I'll let you know when the time's up. As Rita is thinking, Tarvik, you said you were heading where as you left? to the brewery, maybe?
Sorry, I was muted. Yes, I think I'm just heading to the brewery. I don't think I have
Great.
a particular reason to go to the smith or anything like that.
Okie dokie. You head towards the brewery. After you guys are done with the smithy, where are you, Roland and Cromwell, heading?
Do you need to go anywhere else, Cromwell?
No, I was really hoping there'd be something enchanted at the smith, but I
Oh, there's the timer. All right, Rita.
Okay. Hey, Mikey, long time no chat. What's the big deal? Is there a way that we can get from Vermeillon to Bernolder real quick?
Vermeillon to Bernolder real quick. Okay. You... Let's see. What would he do? Alright, you hear an exasperated... I don't have many of these left. Colonel Seagarten says, if you can do this, it would be very good for everyone. I guess you could take a horse? And he seems a little confused with the last question.
I guess I just ask, will there be horses in Vermilion?
You don't get a response back.
Yeah, fair enough.
Alright. So, Cromwell and Roland, do you head off to anywhere? I know you... Cromwell wanted to...
So I'm gonna say to Cromwell, Enderlark doesn't quite seem to be the town for unique things. Have you been here before, Cromwell?
no,
Install.
I didn't even pass it. Didn't seem to be worth my time. And with Cromwell saying that, he kind of shakes his own head at what he said.
Nice.
But we should probably get going.
You should, I'm sure, probably to the tavern. Cassandra has some family here. Kind of. Sort of. I'm sure that's where everyone else is meeting up.
She has family here?
Yeah, I don't know. I think so. Honestly, I think they all might be related.
Yeah, we should probably get going.
That was funny.
Yep, we'll head toward the tavern.
Fantastic. As you guys converge on the tavern, I'll say this is a good place to pause. So we'll take a little break here. How about 10? So we come back at the 40-minute mark.
Sounds good.
All right.
Yep. Great.
So you guys all make your way towards the brewery, and you guys kind of converge. You guys see Cassandra, even though it's morning, she's a couple pints in at the bar.
Hey, it's Big Secrets Man.
Which one of us are you looking at?
Yeah, I was about to say, that's a great...
Oh, and everyone else.
Yeah.
Hey.
I think Tarvik tries to play it off by looking at Roland. But that's it.
Nice. Lillian kind of looks at all of you and says, "Right then, y'all want a pint?"
I'll take one.
Drink with me.
We probably should get going fairly soon.
Actually, I heard from old Mikey. Seagarden has a job for us. She wants us to go to Vermeillon and take back the mines. And
What do
Mikey
we
said
get?
that there would be horses there that we could have.
How far
No,
away is the
DM
mine from here?
Sorry.
or DM would Cromwell know about Vermilion? I didn't want to speak up at the first time because I hadn't heard the message, but would he know now?
Cromwell might not, but Roland, being in Duras, you would. So, Vermeillon is in between Parabor and Duras, which is why Cromwell, you might not know. Cromwell, you would be familiar with things between Duras and Bonnorder. So, for Roland, you would be familiar that Vermeillon is kind of high up to the right. So if you were to say Duras is like bottom right and Parabor is top left, Vermeillon would be in the middle of those two, but more further up north-ish. It's another mining town, you're familiar, Roland, and you might have heard this in Duras, but you know that contact has been lost with Vermeillon. There has been a couple of attempts to send someone to kind of figure out what was happening, but they never came back. And it was kind of a non-priority item before, because it was a little further out of current things that are happening that you aren't privy of, but you know that just they lost contact and they've been trying to re-establish contact. And you know that there is a town at the base of the mountain that Vermeillon sits atop of. So before you get to Vermeillon, you would go to Marin, which is a town. That might be all that you know. Tarvik, did you ask something?
I think I just asked a question that you already answered. So
Okay.
I think we are all good.
Was there someone else who said something that I didn't catch? Okay.
Oh, I'm drawing on the map right now out in a field.
Oh, okay.
If that's Parabor and that's Duras and that's Anderlark, where would Vermilion be? Or am I just completely off in those relationships?
Oh, let's see. Oh, I see your. Can you do the things again?
Yeah, here. Okay, so Andalurk, you're close. Would be like, oh yeah, I could just ping instead of drawing. That's great.
That's what I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Andalurk is more up like this, so it's another outskirt here. So yeah. So you might just have to travel north a little bit. So you would take the path up towards which way, like here, like on your way to which way, you would take it, but then you would go towards Marin/Vermeillon.
So
No. The A was fine.
Which way?
Andalurk was fine.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Oh,
Andalurk
so
was
sorry.
fine down here,
Yeah.
and then Vermeillon was just up.
Okay. Gotcha. So Anderlark's down there.
Mm-hmm.
And then...
And at this point in time, Seagarden thought you were still in Parabor. So, you know, she's assuming that you just hop over towards Vermeillon. But you guys actually made it to Andalurk, which is a little bit further. You have to backtrack just a slight bit.
So then this is the patch the which way, but we can like kick off a bit to go to Vermilion like that.
Yeah, and right below Vermeillon is Marin.
Well, probably here.
Yeah, like at the
So
base of
beautiful.
Vermeillon.
That's upside down. M, not W. Okay. We're gonna do.
Yeah, you know Vermeillon is a top, like, inset into mountains. It was specifically a mining town. And Marin is like a stopover before attempting the trip into the mountain where Vermeillon sits.
Okay. Okay. Beautiful. And how like many days travel is it to Vermeillon?
To Vermeillon/Marin, it's not long of a travel. I'd say you could get under a day. You'd be able to reach Marin, which is essentially Vermeillon.
But it would essentially be an extra day coming back before we get to Duras.
Yep.
Well, what does the group think?
What if we could scry on Marin or Vermeillon and like verify that there are horses there? Because that would make it worth it.
Well, didn't Magic Michael do?
You cut off for me a sec, Roland. So what were you saying?
I said, well, if we lie to them and say we're heading to Vermeillon, and just show up in Duras, it's not like Mr. Magic Michael Dune's going to transport us immediately to Born Older, and Born Older's a long ways away if we can't get him to transport us. So it might be worth the extra day, or 2 days rather.
There's really important stuff in Duras.
It's
the other way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it seems like we're not getting paid for this.
Roland, go ahead and roll me a history check with advantage.
Okie dokie.
Just because you're familiar with Duras in the area.
I mean, Seagarden is a really,
Nice.
really good person to have on your side, though, right? Like, she gave us a lot of magic stuff and everything. I don't know. I feel like I don't want to just ignore her.
So
She's an ally.
Roland, you know that though Vermeillon is mostly a small mining town nestled in the mountains, you know that Marin, the town below, is more populated / has more amenities. So you're likely to find something at Marin more than you are to find at Vermeillon.
Marin would have horses and supplies. Just putting that out there.
So
How
if
about
we do...
this? Oh, go ahead.
No, it's all right.
Rita,
How about
backstory question for you. How familiar are you with big cities and political orders? Like orders...
Not
very
familiar
okay,
at
great.
all.
That's fine.
I mean, if there are horses at Marin, doesn't that cut the time that we're gonna like to go up to Marin, get the horses, and come back all the way to Duras? Isn't that faster?
I think so. Just why? When was the last time we talked about Vermeillon? There was something else going on there. What exactly was that?
Yeah, there was a guy I talked to. He like had family or something at Vermeillon, and he hadn't heard from them. He was like trying to get a mercenary to go up there, and I kind of told him like, you know, maybe, but probably not. This is a guy in Duras.
But yeah, it's
If you guys have that handout,
Duras.
you might see his name on the board.
Yeah. EGED. Missing persons, not related to city persons, seeking brave investigators, traveling required. At Vermeillon, a small mining town to the northwest, Duras had a mining accident where people started going missing and all the investigators never came back.
Okay, so maybe it's a stronghold for the necromancers, and we could flush out some other organization.
Okay.
Maybe.
Now you're
Well,
talking my terms.
There is a chance
I think
yeah, we should take that out. If we can end this.
It also, I know there was some discussion of going back up to Witchway at some point, and this would give us an excuse to stop by. It's kind of in that direction. Turn the skull. But
I would like that.
just a thought.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah, I'm
also
down.
this is a super long shot, but it is a mining town, so that we could find entrance to the Underdark in Vermeillon potentially, and that might help us get to at least be another path to get us to Bornolder, though it's still very far away.
That sounds
I feel like
dangerous.
I feel like
Yeah, it
we
does,
probably
yeah.
still need to go to Deros first.
Yeah, that's
Yes. Also,
It's enough.
the Ross is still very important.
Mm-hmm.
At the very least, maybe we can negotiate some terms with her when we get there. Worst case, we just end up getting horses and we leave.
Well, as long as we can get to Bernolder faster and see what's going on there, I'm worried about what might be transpiring there. So if this gets us there faster, then let's go.
Lillian, can you fill up my water skin with ale?
She winks at you and nods.
I can I just stare daggers at her and just shake my head no.
Who are you staring at, Lillian or
Lillian. No, I'm not going to try to negotiate at all with Cassandra
Lillian
now.
finishes her wink at Cassandra, notices your stare, and stares right back, pouring the ale. She fills it up, she hands it over to Cassandra, and then winks at you, Tarvik.
Alright, that's fine.
Alright, I'm ready.
Great.
Yeah,
I say
look
unbreaking daggers at Lilith.
Lillian cracks a mischievous smile and says, "Righty then, well, if you're all off, then I wish you the best of luck, and stay safe. Keep her safe." And she looks at all of you and points towards Cassandra.
Roland is looking down, and he says, "Who was the last one to use the scrying mirror?"
I gotta use the bathroom. As we're walking
Yeah, I look at Cassandra.
Yep, you see it totally broken, Roland.
Looking for outhouses.
I look up and I feel like everyone is just like left.
Let's see, Cassandra, you leave. Tarvik, you're just staring at Cassandra. Go ahead and make an insight check, Roland. And Tarvik and Cassandra, you both make deception checks.
I know about this? I can't remember.
Tarvik, I don't know if you rolled deception if you're not trying to hide it. Or maybe if you're trying
I don't think I'm really trying to hide it.
Alright.
For a lot of reasons, mostly because deception is a -1. So
Yeah. Alright, Cassandra left a little too fast, you think, Roland. You're very suspicious of her. And Tarvik is staring right at Cassandra, watching her leave.
I'm gonna just show it to the group. I'm not mad. Just disappointed.
Classic.
I feel like you're mad, and I'll
You
walk away
look
with
mad,
that.
Roland.
I'm leaving it on the table. I'm leaving the broken shards, what used to be a scrying mirror, on the table in the tavern at Anderlark.
You see a little dustpan. Lillian just kind of takes a little dustpan and sweeps it in. She seems very unfazed by broken glass.
What would you put the value of a broken magic item at?
0.
As a DM?
0?
Yeah, I mean, you could possibly take all the pieces and go to a place and say repair this, and then go to an enchanter and say enchant this. But at that point, you could just buy a mirror and say enchant this.
So you would say it would be worth less than, like, even in pieces, worth less than 1,000 gold.
Yeah, unless you're looking to use it somehow creatively.
I was thinking, okay, technically I realize it is broken, in that sense that it is no longer a scrying mirror.
Mhm.
But could I still use it as a mirror if I cast scrying with it?
As a mirror, if you cast scrying, like you want to use it as a
So
mirror.
I have
Focus?
so I have the spell scrying.
Yeah.
Which requires a focus worth at least 1,000 gold, such as a crystal ball, silvered mirror, or a font filled with holy
you
water.
want to use it as a material component.
That's my question. Yes. Would it still work for that, or is it broken beyond that?
No, it would not be worth that. Let me just double check, but I'm almost like 99% sure it's not worth that.
If it's not worth that, then that's fine.
Yeah,
then
let
I
me
would
just
let
double
it
check
get
though.
swept up.
Out of game, out of character. You would know that Roland has radiance, which may be more likely to work as a silver mirror component.
Okay. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, completely different mirror, but
Mhm.
Yes,
maybe.
it would not. It would not work for that. Sorry.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yep. All right. What do you guys do?
Let's go.
Cassandra suspiciously back now that the conversation is turned.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll start. I guess we'll start going. I do have a conversation point that I want to do on the road to Vermeillon, but that's a side point.
All right. You guys head on out and start traversing. Tarvik, go ahead since you mentioned you had something as you walk.
I wanna go up to Cassandra and ask her a question. Hey, can I get a little bit of the ale that you got?
Yeah, sure. And I hand you my water skin.
Thanks. And I would like to try to just finish the water skin of ale.
No.
Problems
I'm
solve
gonna-
themselves.
I'm gonna try and wrestle you for it.
Amazing. All right, this will be a contest. So, Tarvik, you start chugging. Cassandra, you notice that he is not stopping. Go ahead, make a contested. Let's see, strength, Tarvik to hold on, and we'll say to wrestle it out of his hands. Do another strength. So it'll be strength. Athletics versus athletics.
Okay.
You're actually trying to grab the water skin out.
I think I just with that.
I'm just like hanging on your
You're
arm.
hanging
Like,
on,
ah!
yeah.
I think it's that plus like Tarvik literally just one hand like picks it up and is like sufficiently above where you can jump and it's just like down in it.
I'm trying to jump up and get it. No. You all hear me like crying, like stop, Tarvik. We gotta go back. We gotta go back and get more ale.
Nope.
I'll hand her back the water skin and I'll just be like, I told you, I think you probably had enough for today. And I'll pat her on the head and move on.
Sadly, Cassandra, your water skin is completely bone dry.
I'm gonna make a Constitution saving throw too because I just chugged a lot of ale real quick.
Go for it. Love
18.
the commitment. That's great.
Nice.
I feel like that's pretty good.
I probably keep it down, but I'm definitely gonna get slowly drunk over the course of the day.
I don't know. Tarvik's a big guy.
It's true, but I just drank. Yeah, but I don't know how much a wineskin holds, but I would probably guess I drank like probably the equivalent of like 4 or 5 beers
Like
in the
gallon
course of
or-
like. Like I probably drank like 4 or 5 beers in the course of a minute, right? Like I'm gonna feel the effects of it.
4 pints. How much is 4? So 4 pints.
Okay, so four
Literally
beers.
4 beers. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Nice.
Tarvik
Cassandra will
is
be
rushing
silent
from-
all the way there.
Oh, she's just sad. Silent grieving. Amazing. Anybody else as you make the traverse toward Marin/Vermeillon? All right. So you guys eventually follow the not well-trodden road, but it's there. It's a road that goes towards Marin, and you see the backdrop of the town is a large mountain. But before you get there, you see kind of like a bustling town right at the base of the mountain there. And you see people kind of going to and fro, some people selling wares. You see some people just kind of talking, and it seems fairly lively. People, it's like daytime. You're probably hitting just around the afternoon after traveling. You're maybe, I don't know, I want to estimate like 4 p.m., I want to say. And it is nestled at the foot of a large mountain range. And you notice that the place has gotten a little bit colder. The climate, as you kind of go up north, is increasing in, what's the term for it? Height. Not latitude.
Altitude?
Yes, thank you. Altitude. Yes. Altitude is increasing. You guys are climbing up. It is getting colder. You see the breath as you inhale and exhale. And it's not a city, but Marin is nonetheless bustling. You see shops, you see taverns, and you see other establishments abound. It has an open-air market at the center of the town where you see vendors of all sorts are just kind of yelling out and hawking their wares. And you see a lot of people are kind of going in and out of a very prominent inn and tavern called the Bored Weasel. And you have the town at your fingertips. Where do you decide to go?
Shivering, Rita just like beelines for the Bored Weasel?
The Bored Weasel.
The
Yes.
Bored Weasel, just to get out of the cold.
Amazing.
I'll
I love
join
the
ya.
description for Rita, because she hates the cold. Alright, so Rita makes
So-
a beeline. Cassandra follows. What about the rest of you guys?
Follow.
I'd like
Yep.
to find maybe if there's a dwarven quarter somewhere, because I'd like to know what's going on here.
There is no dwarven quarter. You can easily tell, because though it's hustle and bustle, it's fairly small, there wouldn't be any space for any delineation of like different races and different types of humanoids. You kind of see it's usually humans that you see. You see like 1 or 2 gnomes. You see a couple of half elves, but it's fairly human centric. You don't see too many.
Then I'll follow in with everybody else.
All right. You guys shuffle in. It's a fairly mid-range tavern and inn. You see it features a dining area that seats like 30, 40, 50 people very comfortably. And it has a staircase that leads upstairs. You gather to the inn portion of the tavern and inn. You see that there is a bar, and behind the bar there's a window that looks into the kitchen where there is hot steam coming out. You can smell like a salty, stewy type smell. And you see that there is a tavern keeper that greets you. I'm gonna show you his hand out here. He kind of leans over the bar as he sees you guys walk in and greets you with a toothless smile with kind eyes. Very charming smile, and he kind of hunches over the bar and says, well, hello. What can I do you for? You look new.
On our way to Vermeillon, and I need ale.
Man, he kind of pushes back against the table and stands up straighter.
looks towards you guys with suspicion. Ale I can do you for, and he starts pulling the ale tab to fill the cup. But Vermeillon, he kind of slides it over. I would not recommend Vermeillon. Nothing good up there anymore.
Have you heard something recently?
I used to live in Vermeillon, worked as a miner. But, bad things have happened there. I reckon nothing's much changed. Anyone who goes up there hasn't come back down.
What bad things?
People disappearing, hearing voices. I don't know. There's a lot of darkness up there. If you're gonna go up there, you need to be careful.
Did you hear voices?
I left as soon as things got a little weird. I knew that people who were gonna stay were just never gonna be seen again after those few miners that disappeared. I'm not gonna stay around and disappear. And I was right. Everyone who stayed behind, they never left. If you're going up there, it's a little weird to ask, but would you place some flowers on my wife's grave? I'll buy the flowers, but I haven't been up there to visit her since she died, and I'd like her to get some pretty flowers. And he kind of has a very soft look in his eyes, as if he's remembering good times.
I'm sorry for your loss, but we're rather busy on this, and we'd like to get up there and see what's going on.
I see.
Cromwell looks over.
He looks a
Alright.
little disappointed. It was a long shot, I guess.
What's your wife's
I
name?
give like a stink eye to Cromwell.
Cromwell, I love the lean in. You're leaning into the RP, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. DM inspo for that. And he says, "Oh, my wife's name was Lorna." I'm sorry for even asking. It was you guys are strangers and
I will do this for you, Cromwell. I will do this for you. How do I find it? Where can I buy the flowers? And then where is her tombstone?
He looks a little surprised and a little confused amongst the discord of your group, but says, and he kind of has like a brighter look in his eye as you say you're willing to do it, and he says, I'm willing to buy the flowers, but if you don't mind, he'll give you a couple silver to buy some flowers, and he points you to the market to a florist, and he says, if you go to Astra Vorn, you could get some flowers. He has some nice ones that I would love to give her. The grave is past the main of the town. You go through town and then go to the left, and you'll find a graveyard. And he hesitates. You notice, if you could find her old necklace, I would love to have a piece of her with me. She put it in a hollow of the tree in the center of the village, just to kind of keep it there. That's where we met. And he kind of, again, has like a nice look in his eyes, and I meant to take it when I left, but in the haste of things, I didn't. And I'm regretting that now, because looks like no one can go there and return. If it's too much, the flowers are okay, but I appreciate it. Here. And then he says, he takes a piece of parchment and he actually starts scribbling. And you can see he gives you like a rough map of the village, though he kind of slides it over and says, it's rough, but I think that's how it might look, unless things have changed a lot in the past however many years it's been. And I'll get you the note if I can find it.
Oh, it seems I've run out of water in my water skin. Could you fill the ale?
Oh,
I look at Cassandra this time, and I'm like, I want to look at Cassandra, and I'm just going to like mime like a chugging motion.
I'm gonna mime like a keeping it close, like hugging it very close motion.
Great. He's a little. He's like a little hesitant, but he does so regardless because you're paying him. And he hands it over to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can we get any horses here?
I think there's a few for travelers that can be rented, yes. If you go to the market, I'm sure you'll find the stable hand.
Okay. And how long of a walk is it to Vermeillon?
I think you'll be able to reach Vermeillon in a couple hours, though it is a vertical trek.
Do we need pythons or climbing gear?
No equipment necessary, just
Okay.
be careful not to get too close to the edge when you're climbing up.
Alright. And what's your name, sir?
Oh, my name's Lukas. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you, Lucas. Hopefully we can take care of that stuff for you, get some horses, be back here to get some rest.
Did
Absolutely.
your
If you come back and you stay at the tavern, or you stay at the inn, you get a discount. I appreciate you laying the flowers.
did your wife have a favorite flower?
I think she liked lilies.
Oh.
Aww.
Oh,
Yeah,
Lily,
I miss
that's a
her.
fun name.
Yeah, I was about to say, DM, you're a dick. Of character. I mean that in the nice way. Tarvik looks very guilty at that.
Well, you know, I miss her a lot, and she deserves these lilies. Ever since she died, my life has been a bit dreary. But
Oh.
it's alright.
You know she's dead?
Why? She did. She died during the whole event.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
There was a mining accident, and things started to happen after that, so, I decided to leave.
Is there any undead? For me to show them the picture of the gloomer.
Do you show him?
That is not a yes.
It's just laughing.
Yes, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were asking me.
Alright.
Yes, sure.
You show
Absolutely.
Rita opens the book, and he kind of leans forward, looks at it. No, those don't look familiar, but they sure look a little frightening. Very dark.
Okay. Yeah, they're scary. Okay. Oh. Thanks for the ale. We should get going, right, everyone? We got places to be.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. Well,
I-
like I said, if you come back, you'll get that discount from me.
Oh,
I'm gonna
we'll
say-
be back.
I'm gonna say to the group, are we thinking about going up there tonight?
We gotta hurry. Chop, chop.
Yeah, we need to get going. Let's see what's going on up there.
Why not now?
Yeah, I don't see any reason why not.
Alright. Let's go by the market first and make arrangements for horses so that they'll be ready for us when we get back down.
Yep.
Mhm.
Well, we'll need them tomorrow. We'll probably want to rest.
Okay, we can make arrangements so the horses are ready for us in the morning.
Yeah.
And then we'll head up, we'll sleep, and then we'll go.
Yep.
We got a plan.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Finally.
Cast
Yeah,
mage
we-
armor.
All right, wizard cast
Man, we're
mage
really
armor.
planning now.
That's the confirmation.
Yeah.
I'll go with Rita to the market,
All right.
if that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So Rita and Tarvik go to the market. What do the rest do?
I'll follow Rita.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so there's the horses, there's a stable in the market, and then there's the florist at the market. I mean, there's a bunch of other places as well. There's like jewelers, clothes shops, bakers, farmers.
I am looking for a nice coat.
Ooh, okay. All right, so you guys head to... Who's heading to the market? Rita, Tarvik, anybody else?
I'll go to the stables with Roland.
Okay, Cassandra goes to stables with Roland.
I'd like to ask Lucas if there's like another governor's house, or if there's some bit of authority here that would have gotten orders from Seaguard. Maybe knows what's going on.
Lucas kind of shakes his head, says, "Oh, no governess or governor quarters here. I think there's one up if you continue traveling. There's a town called Parabor. I think if you go all the way there, I hear that the governess usually stays there because it's excuse me, it's the end of the property, or the boundary, if you will. But no
So there
place
hasn't-
like that here.
So there hasn't been soldiers that have come up lately?
I think maybe one or two soldiers came up here and they kind of looked around town and they left. They were actually asking about those creatures. They kind of described them. They didn't really have a drawing of them, but they mentioned the little dark, scary, holy-looking creatures, kind of like that. We haven't seen any around here, so we just kind of moved along.
Okay, thank you.
He kind of nods and then lets you go. Alright, so we go to, let's say, go to the stables. So, you guys walk up to the stables. I think it's Cassandra and Roland. And you see a young, kind of skinny, youngish, but not too young. I don't know, maybe like between, you would gather, 18 to mid-20s. Gentleman there. He's very skinny. He has short, cropped brown hair. And you can see he's just kind of grooming one of the horses. And you see there's a stable with like 6 stables for horses. And you see all 6 are there.
How does this work? Do you know, Roland?
Imagine we probably have to talk to someone.
We're both good at that.
We're so good at that. Ill young person.
Howdy.
He kind of looks
That's
over
cowboy talk for
mid-brush.
hello.
He looks over mid-brush and just kind of dusts off some stuff, sets the brush down to the side, walks up to you guys. Oh, hello. Hail? He sounds a little confused. What can I do you for? You looking for some horses?
Indeed. We leave in the morning, and we seek 5 horses to carry us to Duras.
Oh. And you can see he looks a little shocked. All the way to Duras. And when do you plan on coming back?
This might be more of a buy in the horses kind of a thing.
Oh, okay. Not renting. Buying. Okay. I can do that for you. We have 4 available for buying. We do need to keep two of them before we can, so we can maintain our renting business here. But how many did you need?
I look at Cassandra and say, How do you feel about Sharon? You're very tiny.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'm little.
So
how
4 will be
much?
fine. How much? That's probably a good question.
That sounds expensive.
4. Well, each horse, if you're gonna buy him, is gonna be 50 gold.
Total or a piece?
Per horse.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie. Oh my gosh. That's so
I
funny.
have some monies.
I have a little
funny.
bit too.
I forgot I have platinums.
Yeah, I got other things. All right, I'm
Oh,
Can we
Don't
sell
purchase
the
2 of them.
horses?
Surely, right? When we get to Duras, we sell them. Someone else buys them, brings them back. It's like it works out. That's how rental horses work.
So would it be 5 platinum for a horse?
So the horses, but also you're gonna get them ready for us for our trip. Feed,
Absolutely.
saddle.
I'll include feed and saddle and everything you need. You'll have if you're taking it to Duras, I'll give you as much feed as you need all the way.
Okay, so I'll give you 10 platinum.
I'll give them 10 platinum.
All right, perfect.
We gotta make sure the others pay us back.
All right, you've gone ahead and paid. He writes down like a little receipt for your purchases, and then he kind of outlines that he's going to give you the feed and stuff. He says, "All right, well, you can have your pick of the 4. They're all equally good. Here's your pick," and he kind of lets you choose the different horses that you want. You can choose 4. And he'll say, "I'll get them saddled up and ready for you to go. What time do you need them? By tomorrow morning?"
Just well,
Yeah,
if you can have them ready by
yeah.
daybreak, we're not promising to be here by daybreak, but just in case we get out at a reasonable time.
Yeah, no problem, no problem.
Okay, that'd be awesome. All right. Is there anyone that looks particularly goth for Rita? New look.
Yeah, we'll say there's like a black one there. Absolutely.
All right, that'll be hers, and then Roland will just look for one that looks fancy.
Fancy.
Looks
There's
clean.
one
The
that has
cleanest one.
the cleanest one. There's one that's
The
white that
cleanest
looks
one.
pretty clean. You have
All right,
one
I'll
black
get the white
horse,
one, the
one
black
white
one.
horse. You have 2 horses that are pure brown, and then you have 2 other horses that are a bit like splotchy, spotted type horses that have a bit more variegation.
I'll take 2 of the splotchy ones for
Mhm.
Tarvik and Cromwell.
All right.
I'll probably ride with you, Roland, because they have plate mail.
Good call.
Or Rita. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you can give me a Rita, whatever you prefer. That's fine.
Alright, cool. Alright, let's get ready to get the others and get out of here.
Okay.
All right.
Get some
so
good
you
names
guys...
for him.
You guys get your horses and start thinking about names, and then we go to Rita and Tarvik. I think you guys were going to the florist, and so in this hustling and bustling market here, you see there is a stall that is just overrun with flowers, all kinds. It is so colorful and it smells wonderful. If you don't like pollen, you might not like this, but it smells wonderful for people who are okay with that. And you see all kinds of colors all over the walls, all in front of the table there, and you see a very here I'll give the handout while I describe him. A very like lanky type of human, half-elf maybe, male. You can see he has kind of cloudy blue eyes and a bit paler skin, a little wrinkly. You can see he's a little bit older in age, but he looks very kind of wistful and very kind, and he's just kind of holding these yellow daffodils as he's kind of encouraging people to come and stop by his stall and saying, "Flowers, fresh picked flowers." And this was, you gather that this is the gentleman, Astra. This is the only flower stall.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Here for flowers.
How lovely. What kind of flowers were you looking for?
Do you have lilies around here?
Yes, we do. We have different varieties of lilies here. We have some beautiful white lilies. We have a yellow variation here, and we have a gradient here that goes from white to pink. What kind are you looking for? Or maybe perhaps a few from both for a unique bouquet?
Yeah, he forgot to tell me. He didn't tell me what color to get. Yeah, I'll... Can I have all of the lilies?
Yes, I can create a custom bouquet for you. And he starts picking a few of the different colors and arranges them very nicely in a bouquet, and just kind of wraps them lightly with some twine, and has a bit of like parchment that kind of covers it, and he kind of presents them on the table very nicely. And these flowers here, they'll be 1 silver.
Oh, I have more than that. Can I just have more bouquets? And because the guy gave me more than 1 silver, so I just give all. However, just give me this much worth. Lucas,
Five silvers for the bouquet.
Wait, what'd you say, Turvik?
How many bouquet? How much silver did he give you?
In my head, it was like 3 silvers.
I'm pretty
know if
sure.
that's
Yeah, I think he gave you a few. Yeah, so he'll give you more flowers, and say,
Okay.
"Oh, that's wonderful to hear. Thank you very much for your patronage."
Yeah, well, I mean, you should thank Lucas. He's paying for these. We're heading up to Vermeillon.
Oh, he seems like he's recollecting things. Oh, you're going to Vermeillon. Oh,
I keep saying right.
Yeah, I keep saying Vermilion too.
it's okay. That's okay. It's Vermilion City, right, Pokemon?
Exactly. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
So he kind of has like a long, distant gaze. It's dangerous from what I hear, as he's like wrapping up and doing more flowers. I don't remember what happened, but I remember our family left in a hurry. There was some kind of disaster at the mine, and then we left, I think, because my grandmama was having nightmares, and she said it was bad, and I think I heard stories of people disappearing, maybe, and then people just not going up there anymore. I would not recommend going up there, though I appreciate the business, and you can absolutely have these flowers. And he finishes bundling it up and takes the silver and has a nice, beautiful bouquet for you. It is huge. It's like 3 dozen flowers.
Can I insight him? Like,
yeah, absolutely.
Like, yeah.
What are you trying to gather from him?
Like, I mean, he says he just like doesn't remember. Like, is that right, or is he like hiding something? Okay, there we go.
Oh yeah.
So 5. Okay.
He seems like such a trustworthy person. I mean, he's a
Yeah,
flower
yeah.
vendor. He's very soft-spoken. It seems like he really just does not remember.
Well, thank you. Thanks a bunch. Or I guess a bouquet.
He smiles and giggles.
Well, yeah. We're still going up, but thank you.
I appreciate the business, and good luck to you. I wish you both the best of luck. Please be careful.
Did you want any flowers, Tarvik?
Yeah, sort of. I'll flick him a silver. Just the white lilies.
Of course. And he starts wrapping up the lilies and creating a bouquet for you and hands it over to you as well. It's beautiful, very pure.
Thanks. Tarvik's just gonna the best he can stick it in his bag just so the flowers are out, but it's as hidden as it can be.
Yeah.
To some of the shorter members of the party.
Yeah, you try and gently put it on top.
Tarvik? What's that for? Why did you
I don't think you need to worry about that.
Oh, but come on, Tarvik, we're best buddies. You came all the way over here with me so I wouldn't be alone. Come on, tell me.
That is exactly why I came over here. For sure, it was that. I do that as we're walking towards the stable. I guess we're having this conversation. I did just realize I probably should have gone with them. They probably already named the horses. This is not good.
Okay, well, I need to find a coat, so, have fun.
Great.
Alright,
Walk
so
off towards the stables.
you walk towards the stables. Rita peels off. Rita, you see a couple of different clothes vendors. There are different tiers, so you see one that's a bit basic, that's more for everyday clothes. You see one that's for a little bit fancier dress up, and then one that's super fancy. And you find the super fancy one out of place, because this doesn't seem like a town that has a lot of wealth going around. And the clientele shows that. So you don't see many people at the super, super fancy one. But it's there nonetheless. Which one do you decide to go to?
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
Alright. Let me see.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read to see if
Do you want me to throw that up?
No, I'm just reading through the module to see what there might be. Yeah, so you see in the fancy store there is a ping. I'm not sure which this would ping as, which school of magic. I feel like, let me see.
If it might not have a school of magic. Like, that's actually one of the, I think the phrasing is that you only learn it if it belongs to a school.
It does have magical properties. I feel like if anything, you might sense some transmutation.
All right. Well, I'm going there then.
All right.
Fancy it is.
All right. Perfect. So as you walk up, and there's no one else but you see there is like a very small gnome shopkeeper who kind of peeks behind like a beautiful dress, and he kind of sees you come up, and he eagerly greets you at the front of the stall and says, welcome to the Dresses of Magic. And he kind of flourishes his hands out. And you notice from your ping that amongst these dresses there are some fancy cloaks that go above for both male and female. And you notice that one cloak in particular has this glimmer of transmutation. And as he greets you, says, what are you looking for? Are you looking for something to bedazzle the man in your life? Are you looking to bedazzle a secret admirer, perhaps?
Oh, yeah, that's not a bad idea. I'm here to find something that's like really warm, but if it can also bedazzle, or befuddle, or bemuse, that would be excellent.
Befuddle, bedazzle, bemuse. Oh,
And warm.
I have everything you could imagine. And he only has a few items, so you're questioning whether or not he actually does have anything. So he gives you a few cloaks that he has on like these makeshift hangers that he's hanging up, and This will keep you warm, and look at the sparkles. And he just kind of like glimmers it, and you can see it starts moving around. He does not show you the one that is showing
What about that one?
transmutation. Oh, well, that's a bit more manly. I think you're looking for a little bit more sophisticated and soft.
Yeah, but what about it?
Well, if you're truly interested, and he kind of goes over and says, you can see it's a bit plain. It's not going to bedazzle or bemuse, but it does billow. And you can see.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love that one.
Yeah. It's very dramatic. You see, it's beautiful. I can't say it's not. It's blue crushed velvet, and you can see inside the lining, but it's a bit.
You're right. It's not for me. But I have a friend. How much for this?
Oh, well, it's a bit of a special item, and you can see he seems a bit resistant, almost like he loves it, like maybe he plays with it sometimes because no one shops at his shop. Ooh, well, I can part with it for... You can see he's wringing his hands, he's definitely not wanting to say a number. 300 gold.
Okay.
He's just silent. I'm sorry. 300 gold.
I take out 30 platinum and hand it to him.
You like open his hand and put it in his hand because he's just kind of frozen as he just kind of looks at the 30 platinum in his hand. He's like struggling. He's struggling between the lump of money in his hand that he's never seen before and getting rid of his cloak that he absolutely loves. But he takes a look at the money, takes a look at the cloak one last time, and then hands you the cloak and pockets some money. He says, "Thank you so much for your business. Oh, dear customer. The next time you come, you can have a 10% discount. And maybe perhaps you can have one of these cloaks." And he like goes back to showing you one of the sparkly cloaks.
Oh, I definitely need the sparkly cloak.
Oh, yes. I mean,
As
this
well.
is just
As well.
gorgeous.
I told you this one is for my friend, but I need one for. How much for how much?
For the one that he has, it has like it's basically bedazzled. The entire cloak is bedazzled. It's floor length, and it said it'll keep you warm and it'll keep you sparkly.
Oh man, this is actually kind of awful. Oh no, I can't.
Here's another one then. If you don't want the sparkly one, you want to bemuse. Although this would be bemusing. He kind of puts it away. He takes
It's a
another
little
cloak out.
overwhelming. I think. I mean, you should know. Do you make these?
Oh yes.
You should know. I'm going to give you some advice here, okay? The cloak, it needs to accentuate the person. It can't be overwhelming and covering and sparkling all over the place. It needs to bring attention in and then draw it to the person.
Oh honey, this brings all the attention in. And he twirls it a bit, and you can see it just catches so much light. He loves it. He won't let go of the fact that he absolutely thinks it's amazing. He's one of those people. He can't take the criticism. He can't see it.
All right.
He gives you a couple different options. What are you looking for?
Oh man, is there is there something that's just like that'll go with my with my goth disguise and just like maybe have some like subtle what is the word? Like just quilted pattern
Accents.
onto it. Exactly, accent with like a black on blue with the threading.
Oh, honey, if you were looking for something darker, of course. And you can see he pulls out something. Describe to me what you're looking for. He'll have it.
Something subtle, just like a dark colored coat, nice coat with like blue trimming and threading throughout. Maybe there's like a design in there. I don't know exactly what it would be. It'd probably be like kind of nondescript, but a design that if it catches the right light, you can sort of see come through.
Great. So you have like a normal blue lining. The coat itself is a bit like a dark blue, like a navy, and then alongside, like all around, you see that kind of hard to notice at first, but if it hits the right light, pattern of like an abstract floral that's kind of like going throughout, but blends in very nicely. And he'll say, well, this is beautiful. I think this is what you're looking for. 50 gold for this. It's not magical, if you will. More affordable.
And I get that 10% discount, right?
Yes, the 10% discount for not critiquing and being a friend and repeat customer. Yes, that discount. Yes. So he'll say, all right, well then 45.
All right, I give him another 4 platinum and 5 gold.
Fantastic. He'll package these very nicely in like a parchment to kind of hold them, and then in like a box, kind of like how a decade ago they used to put things like in Boscov's and Cole's, those boxes. He'll give you one of those. Thank you, and come again. Not critiques. He kind of mumbles.
I will absolutely be coming again. This is definitely on the list of places to come back.
Fantastic. All right, so Rita gets her cloak. Tarvik has met up with you guys at the stable, and Cromwell, did you end up making your way to the market as well?
Yeah, I don't necessarily need to RP anything, but I really am looking for maybe another blacksmith or something that has plate mail or enchanted weapons.
Yeah.
And if there isn't anything, that's okay. But if there is, I'd like to track something down.
You're not going to find enchanted here, but you absolutely can find plate mail for what's the price in the book for, and you can absolutely buy it.
Okay, I'll take that, and then I'll make my way to the stable.
Perfect. All right, so you guys all have met up, except for Rita. Rita's still kind of lagging behind with her conversation with the shop owner there, but you guys have converged. Are you just waiting for Rita, or are you discussing things before she comes?
So this one is Spot, and this one is Dot. Which one do you want, Tarvik? And Cromwell.
I'll take Spot.
Not for Cromwell. I mean for Tarvik.
I'm muted. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Tarvik would have just said, and I'll take horse. And point directly at the one you called Dot.
I frown, but I know it's not worth arguing. So did you guys pick up the lilies?
Yep. And then Rita ran off to do something else.
Well, we gotta get Rita.
Yeah.
I think she'll be here soon.
Shouldn't be leaving each other alone in the shadow of the town where people are disappearing.
That's the next town over.
This is the
That
town that
one
people
right
come
there.
to. This is the town that people come to when they don't want to disappear. So I feel like probably nothing's gonna happen.
All right,
Rita would
and
just hide from us anyways.
And I think this is another good break point. Alright, so you guys have met up. Rita is still finishing up her shopping, but what do you guys do at the stables?
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're fine.
Yay. I don't think we do much of anything. We've stilled the horses. We should probably meet up with the rest of the group, don't you think?
Yeah, let's grab Rita and go.
Alright, so Rita finishes up her shopping. And anything else, Rita? Or are you meeting up with everyone at the stables?
Yeah, I'm just gonna hide the magical cloak like in my backpack for now.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put on my new cloak to be warm because it's cold here. Does it actually? Do I actually? Does it help, or is it just? Is it?
Oh no,
just,
it does.
decorative?
It is actually very
Okay.
warm. Yeah, it actually feels very nice
Awesome.
and fashionable. Rita pulls up with this new cloak that looks very beautiful and looks very warm.
Oh, well, now you stop complaining about the cold, huh?
Yeah. I also have just like a giant bouquet.
It looks like you're off to a wedding. Or
I
a funeral.
guess I do.
Alright, let's get going.
Alright. So you guys trek up the mountain pass. It's not terribly of a difficult climb. Like, carts have come up here. You see that the road up has been flattened enough where horses or carts could go up. But you notice that it hasn't been kept very well. You notice weeds kind of shooting up in the middle of the road. You see some roots of trees that have kind of gone into the road, and it looks very unkept. So you continue up, a couple hours pass. It's pretty dark now. I'd say it's around 6 in the evening. And because you guys are getting closer to winter, the daylight is shorter. And so it's pretty dark once you reach this eerily quiet village. And I'm going to change the map here for you guys. 1 second. Here. So, as I mentioned, the village is eerily quiet. Plants and wildlife have overtaken the crumbling houses you see before you. Leafless vines climb rotting walls. Birds and other small creatures nested in the exposed rafters, and gnarled trees are protruding from the fallen roofs of a few buildings. The overcast sky adds an air of oppression to the scene, and the impending darkness, the light dissipated, now seems foreboding. And this oppressiveness and forebodingness seems to envelop the village. What do you choose to do? You've reached this village.
Quick question.
Yes.
My devil sight is a little bit longer. I think I should have 120 feet.
Yes, let me see what's on your token. Yes, you only have 160 for dark vision right now, so I'll change that to 120. And Cassandra, can you see anything?
No, I was gonna ask the group.
It's
Trying to
dark.
be sneaky, or can I turn on my lantern? Because I feel like I'm gonna fall.
Oh, Rita, I'm sorry, Cassandra. You said kind of a mean thing to me earlier. Would you maybe consider thinking about apologizing?
What did I say?
I actually don't remember. I just remember it was rude.
Well, if you don't remember, then there's no light.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess I'll just keep my my charm of dark vision for myself then, I guess.
Fine, Rita. You look beautiful, and I apologize for not saying so earlier.
Thank you. And I step over and I put my hand on her head and I just like ruffle it as I cast Dark Vision on her.
Nice.
Push my hair back down, and I would like to be able to see the map, please.
Absolutely.
How long does this last?
I think it's like 8 hours.
Nice.
Let there be dark vision. Let me know. Can you see?
Yes. Yes. Beautiful. Thank you.
DM, just so you know, I think I have too much dark vision.
Oh, did I change yours
think I
instead
do.
of?
You might have, because I can see all the way up to here, just like because it's a straight line, and
I
I
actually
should
can
not be able
too.
to see. Yeah.
I can as well.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
60.
That's
Let me
oh.
see. 10
Mhm.
feet per square. Should be right there.
10 feet squares. So I should only be able to see 60, which is only to be right here.
Yeah. And I can
Aw.
see like all the way to like a tree, like some sort of tree here,
Alright, let me test.
out here.
Why, oh, why? Give me a second.
It was working better before you made a change on mine. It was like more accurate. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
mind being able to see, but
Yeah, again, I don't want to ruin any surprises because I can.
Right, because you can see further. Yeah. No, that does
Yeah.
come into play here. So let me just.
Maybe I should swap my
How
invocation.
about? What about now?
yeah, that works.
That looks
I'm
a
much
lot
better,
better.
yeah.
Great. I just
Yeah.
had daylight.
Yeah, that's way better.
Oh, okay.
Amazing.
Yep, and I still have my full 120. Hey.
Fantastic. Thank you all. How about a round of DM inspiration for anyone who doesn't have it for integrity?
Great.
Player integrity.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So everyone should have some inspo. And you might need it. All right. So, you guys have made the trek up here. Like I said, it looks deserted. It looks unkept. Things are crumbling. Things are falling. Plant life has overtaken this area. And it is dark. Although, Cassandra, now you have dark vision. Yay.
I think I'm gonna lead the way because I have to go find the cemetery and I know where that might be.
But
I'm gonna follow Thor.
Rita,
I'll follow.
what exactly did that message say? Like, what were we supposed to do here?
We're supposed to reclaim the mine. So we should, I guess, go find the mine and see what's going on in there. Maybe we investigate the village at the same time.
DM, I'd like to definitely keep my head on a swivel for perception and just, I don't like it up here.
Absolutely. Go ahead and make a perception check. Ooh, very nice perception check. All right, so I will ask you all to move one block at a time and then pause for a second and then actually pause for like 3 seconds and then move forward, and I'll let you know if you're going too fast. If I start talking with a tidbit for someone, I'll ask that all players stop moving their token so that things can go in time order. So, as we are right now, we're going to pause for a second here. And I would like someone to roll me a d6, please.
Got it.
I'll do it.
I rolled a 3 before.
I rolled a 4. I don't know if that's good or
I
bad.
think so.
Okay.
Or dragons
4.
attack.
Oh
Yeah.
man. 4 ancient dragons. Roland.
4 rocks fall. Everybody dies.
Yeah. Roland. You with like your passive perception feel like a whisper in your ear. You can almost feel the air, like a hot air, in contrast to the cold, crisp night air. And it just kind of whispers in your ear. Run.
Ulu?
Oh, were you not able to hear?
No, sorry. I said, Woolulu, is that you?
Oh.
Sorry, but did it say run? Is that what
It said
I
a
heard?
whispered run, yes. When you respond that, you don't hear any response back.
More
I'm
voices
gonna
in
make
my head.
a stealth check and try and stay in like the shadows.
Sure, make a stealth check. Someone else roll me a d6, please. Ooh, very nice stealth. You guys are rolling 20s. Dang.
I'll roll the d6.
Okay. Ooh, 5. Tarvik. You hear... Actually, you don't hear anything. You see out of the corner of your eye, like a blur of movement just outside of your dark vision range. I'll say you kind of saw it right around here. Just out of the corner of your eye.
Okay. I think I look that way.
You look
And
that
just kinda-
way. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Yeah. 21.
Ooh, very nice. You kind of squint your eyes to take a very hard look at what might be out there, but you don't see anything.
Okay. I will not really watching forward anymore, just kind of watching that direction, just keep moving along with the group.
Alright, you guys can take a movement forward as you explore. As all of you move forward, although, Cassandra, you're making no noise, you guys hear the crunch of like this unkept gravel that seems to be the pathway in this town every step you make. And in this quiet, eerily quiet, dark surrounding, you just feel like you're being watched. And can someone roll me a d6, please?
Do it. Never mind.
Look on the draw.
Cromwell, you hear from an area off to your left a shriek.
Like threatening or more like
Terrified.
surprised?
Terrified
Terrified?
shriek, just splitting the air.
Did you hear that? I'll just ask to the group.
No one heard it.
Hear
Shake
what?
my head no.
Nobody heard a shriek?
No.
Mm-mm.
There's something going on here. I definitely heard something. Make sure we stay together and stay in sight.
I nod.
Agree.
Tarvik. In this moment, as
Yeah.
you move forward, you hear the terrified shriek as well, coming from bottom left.
Bottom left, so down
you
this
hear-
way more.
Yeah, you hear a shriek that Cromwell mentioned earlier, but you did not hear earlier, but you heard it just now.
Okay.
Like
Can I try to
someone
get
in
like a?
pain, scared?
Okay. Can I get a range? Like, how close or far away does it sound?
It doesn't sound immediately within your circle that you can see right now. It seems like it came from someplace beyond what you can see around you.
Okay. But it would sound like probably.
It's in the town.
Okay, it's in the town proper.
Mhm,
Okay, that's kind of what I'm gonna say.
Yep. But behind.
I'll just turn to
left.
Cromwell and be like, "All right, I heard that one."
I didn't hear anything.
Oh, okay. Well, then it's something in everyone's heads. And I'll just keep going forward for now.
Alright.
DM, can I light a torch and give it to a mage hand? Or I guess I'm
Yeah.
gonna ask the group, does anyone object if I lit a torch?
I think you have access to a torch in the general tab that you can put onto the map.
I'm gonna ask the group though, anyone object if I do this?
Nope.
Okay. And then I'm mage handing it.
Roland, as you are doing this, you hear another whisper. This time into the opposite ear, your left ear, and it says, in like a gravelly, scared whisper, "Please help us."
Where are you?
You don't hear a response.
Well, I am deleting this torch because I can't make it go more than 30 feet away from me, so it doesn't actually increase my bubble. So,
Okay.
so I'm annoyed. So you said no answer, right?
No answer. Yeah. Cromwell. You hear the shriek again, coming from, again, that same area, bottom left behind you. And this time, the shriek then is followed by a intense feeling of itching between your shoulder blades, like the space between your shoulder blades, and the hair on your arms and neck stand up, and you have this feeling that you cannot shake of being watched.
Does the shriek kind of remind me of the ghost we came across in the forest?
It does not know. It reminds you more of like someone being tortured.
Okay.
And I realized I'm changing the music because what I had was very herpy-derpy happy town.
Yeah.
It's not the vibe for this. Roland, you hear another whisper in your ear, though it feels distant this time, and you can't quite make out the words. You just kind of hear a sense of despair. You just feel that, although you can't quite distinguish the words.
You know which way the mine is?
Don't, but I would assume
Nope.
towards the mountain face, right?
At this point, we're just kind of moving towards a direction.
I've lost track of someone. Oh, never mind. There you are.
Rita,
Mhm.
as you pass by this tree, you see out of the corner of your eye, off in the distance, kind of behind this tree, like a dark shadow moving. And then you turn and look, but you don't see anything. And then immediately after, you also feel like you're being watched, and you get these goosebumps. The hair on your arms and your neck, they just stand up.
Whew.
It's cold again.
Like I just like bundle up in my cloak.
Mm-hmm. Cassandra. This time you hear a scream, and it's coming from your map right. And it's a terrified shriek. Cromwell, you hear your shriek coming from the same spot you used to behind you. It's further off now that you've moved forward, but you still hear a shriek. So both of you hear the shriek.
And you said these are 10 foot. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Relighting the torch, and I'm gonna leave it on the ground here by the tree.
Okay. Tarvik, you see movement out of the corner of your eye beyond this building, just at the edge of it, as if something was scurrying around the wall.
Okay. Something fairly, like, would I get a sense of
Shadow.
size? It
Like
Okay.
a medium shadow.
Okay. For right now, just keeping an eye on that location.
Mm-hmm.
Can I make another check to see if I can see it?
Absolutely. Make a
Uh-huh.
perception check.
Yeah. 27?
Ooh, damn. You immediately take a look, and you are 100% sure you saw something, but at this vantage point, you don't see anything right there.
Okay.
It just seems...
Yeah, Right. I'll just keep watching behind a little bit more, especially knowing that Cassandra's a bit back still.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you see Cassandra stealthing, but like you see her trying to stealth, and she's doing pretty good, but you can see her. You haven't lost sight of her. Everyone else, though, may have lost sight of Cassandra based on your passives.
Okay. I'll just keep moving forward then at that.
Yep.
Trying to follow Rita the best I can.
Mm-hmm. Rita, as you kind of bend this corner, I guess, you see to your left what appears to be lots of gray stones in the ground. Appears to look like a graveyard.
That's where I'm headed.
Fantastic.
Is there a necklace in this tree?
Go ahead and make an investigation check for me. You see, Cassandra, this bare tree, very large, right in front of a mansion-looking-like structure. And you see a hollow knot about 5 feet above the ground. You see that it's filled with dead leaves and empty nutshells. And you do see, as you kind of brush open the shells and... I mean, not the shells, the nutshells and the leaves, you see a delicate necklace. It's thumb-sized, looks like it's silver or platinum, oval. It has an oval pendant threaded on this thin chain. And you can take a look at the back of it. It says, "For Lorna, forever," in a very beautifully, carefully written script.
How much do I think this is worth?
You think this is worth maybe anywhere between 20 to 30 gold. If it wasn't for the inscription, maybe 30, but since it's personalized, likely 20.
I'll throw it in my pocket for now.
Alright. You throw it in.
Start going towards the group.
Alright. As you guys move forward, all of you hear that same shriek, but the direction that you hear it from is more like where you started from, and it sounds a bit distant. Another tortured, terrified shriek. Rita, as you near the graveyard, you see a crooked wrought iron archway standing at the entrance to this graveyard. It's very overgrown, just like the rest of the village. And as you peer beyond it, you see the headstones, as you saw. They're just sitting at odd angles. Some are toppled completely, and you see small rather than inscribed headstones, you see small cairns, is that how you pronounce cairns? Mark the graves toward the back.
Interesting. So, okay. So, just to clarify to that, each stone does not have, like a name or anything on it?
Some of them do.
Okay.
But they're not inscribed on the headstone. They're the small, like, plates.
Okay. When I get here, I start looking for Lorraine.
Alright, make an investigation check.
Lorna.
Lorna. Sorry. Thank you, Lorna. Investigation.
All of you hear another shriek coming from that same area, from closest to where you came in. And with an 18 investigation, yes, you are reading these inscriptions on these small little plaques. And something that you find before you find Lorna is that they bear the same death date. It's the same exact date, and you see that the kind of engraving plates were intended to be temporary, but there were so many stones needed to be carved at the same time. You see that some were rushed, like some were barely inscribed, they were very lightly inscribed, or you see some were just kind of cobbled together very quickly. And then you were eventually able to find Lorna's grave close to the back, and it says, Lorna Grosvenor, beloved of Lucas, forever my heart, on her nameplate.
Yeah, I definitely go ahead and put down my giant bouquet on this grave. It's near the back somewhere?
Yes.
Should I move over there?
Absolutely. I'll move you.
Okay, great. I had picked up my token, so go ahead.
Yep, it's right there.
Would I be able to follow behind?
Yes, absolutely. As you lay the flowers down at her grave, all of you hear a contented soft sigh, almost billowing on the wind passing by you. And give me a second.
Ooh. Well, that might mean something.
And as soon as you hear that contented sigh, you hear another shriek again, like that tortured, terrified shriek, coming from the same area that you've been hearing it. Well, that Cromwell's been hearing it from.
Well, this town is super spooky, but I don't know, I think we just move on to the mine?
Mm-hmm.
Or does anyone want to poke around?
I mean, I don't object to poking around if... Like, this thing's screaming at us. I mean, that's just trying to scare us away, right? There's a reason why they're trying to scare us away. Whatever it
Probably.
is.
And if there was a accident at the mine, maybe there's a source there, and we could clear up everything here if we go to the mine.
I'm gonna run out of torches soon, so...
As you are kind of sitting here, this is a little bit delayed on my part, but as soon as the sigh happened and the scream happened, this is all happening at the same time, you all feel a sense of empowerment, I guess is how I would describe it, where you guys get a boon. And
Ooh.
So, yeah. So someone roll me a d10, please.
Rita, she placed the flowers.
What was the die size?
10.
10?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, I'm having some trouble with my headphones.
Oh, it's okay. 2. Okay, let me see what 2 is. Oh, nice. So you get, and there's going to be a condition to this, but you can choose when completely in an area of dim light or darkness, you can become invisible as an action, and you remain invisible until you take an action or a reaction. And you feel like this, I mean, for mechanic purposes, this is only going to last you 24 hours, but you feel like this is something that you are able to kind of utilize in a moment of concentration. So, like, you would just really think about this, and then you're able to do it. But then once it happens within the 24 hours, you can't do it again. It's like one use only. But this is Boon of the Night Spirit.
So, is it just one time?
Yes, and it is a 24 hours.
Okay.
Here, let me put it in chat. And this information.
Is that everyone that has that?
Everyone has that. Oh no!
That's awesome. Oh, that's so cool.
That's really cool. Thanks, Lorna.
I really, really badly just wanted to like flicker in and out.
Yeah. I'm here, I'm not. I'm here, I'm not.
What did you call it? Boon of the Night?
Let's see what it's called. Boon of the Night Spirit.
Spirit.
Okay. And this is for everyone. Only one use. There. I would say probably more in character game. You feel like the sigh of relief was a sigh of being able to relax now. And so, in that vein, you think that concentrating in a moment of feeling relaxed and feeling at peace might kind of change your corporeal nature, or visible nature at least, to be invisible so that you can feel relaxed and at peace and unafraid of what might be around you, what might be lurking and trying to see you. And so you think that this gift was given to you so that you could all be at peace in a moment. That's how I might narrate that. But you hear that scream, and then you have this discussion about what to do.
Which way do you think the mine entrance is? This way, perhaps, or over this way?
Yeah, I think, we're over here. Let's just see what's at the end of this road and then loop back.
Okay.
You guys are going this way towards the cart?
Yes, that's what I suggest.
All right. So you pass by this cart. You see that it's like a merchant's cart. You see the road is heading out of the village, and it's very soon overcome by overgrowth and disuse. And you see that this cart was abandoned, kind of in the middle of the road, covered with a heavy tarp. But beyond anything that you casually glance, this doesn't seem to be able to be traversed, at least not without great effort, just due to the overgrowth and unkeptness.
Is there anything in the cart underneath the tarp?
Yeah, you take a look underneath the cart and you find that there are boxes, barrels, and trunks. They are broken and empty, though you do see some pieces of salted dried meats, 3 bolts of common fabric, 2 small casks of wine, and actually next to the cart you see the remains of a dead horse. No flesh on it, just the bones in the tall grass.
Does it look like the bones have been gnawed on? Or is it the full skeleton?
It's the full skeleton, and no, the bones do not look like they've been gnawed on.
Ominous.
Let's see, let me put in these items. Salted dried meats, 3 bolts, and 2 small casks of wine. If you choose to get them. But that's what you find.
Can I be doing something else while they're searching the cart real quick?
Yes.
I think
Good.
I was gonna say I think I'll actually, like, as they're walking away and hopefully not paying too much attention, I'll just go over to the grave and get out my lilies, and I think Tarvik probably says a few words to himself that hopefully no one can hear, and then kind of gives a deep sigh and then begins trying to catch up with everyone else.
I would love for you to make a stealth check for me, please, just to
Oh
see how
boy,
quiet you're being.
That's fair. I do have disadvantage on stealth, so there is that.
Since this is verbal,
you could turn invisible.
I could. I don't think that's gonna help with the verbal part of it.
Tarvik, since this is verbal, no disadvantage for your stealth check.
Okay. I don't know if it will roll automatically or not, but we'll just take the first result.
We'll just take the first, yeah.
Just a 12.
Okay. Anyone who has a passive higher than 12, which I think is almost everyone.
Yeah.
You hear Tarvik
I whip my head around and look at Tarvik.
What do you mumble, Tarvik?
I feel like if everyone's going and searching the cart and is that far away, they're probably not hearing the mumbling, like the specifics, unless they want to make a specific check. But yeah, I think he just says probably what sounds like about 12 words in total.
Mm-hmm.
And then sets the flowers down, and then tries to catch up.
Alright, so who is by the cart, by the way? I'm going to position you on the map.
I probably would have head up there.
Okay.
Rest of the group.
I was definitely checking it.
Alright.
Cassandra's still keeping her distance to stay stealth.
Great. Can someone who's checking the cart roll me investigation or survival, please? Your choice.
I'll do survival.
Alright, so 13 investigation from Roland. Cromwell, do you have survival? Awesome, 13. 13.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, other than what I mentioned, you're not able to glean any other items or any other information.
Does this mansion look like it's in better condition than the other houses?
It does not, but it looks like in its time, it definitely would have been a place of importance.
And how long ago did they say this mining incident was?
They didn't.
Oh. Okay.
Question wasn't asked.
It's true. Guess it had to have been within this. I assumed it was recent, but maybe not, considering the decay of this town.
Does the decay of the horse kind of make sense with all the growth around the rest of everything else? Or does it not really look decayed?
Yes, it does match.
Okay.
And I'll say, with your investigation, you gather that the cart was abandoned in a hurry.
Was
Like
Was
the
there a
horse
date
is still
on the-
tied.
Oh, I see. Was there a date on the plaques of the graves?
Yes, the dates were the exact same dates. A lot of them were the same exact dates. And that date was... Give me a second to see how many years ago it was. $60 years.
Wow.
Wait.
60.
How
60 years
old was
ago?
Lucas? Was this Lucas human?
He was half elf? Oh wait, no, that was Astra.
Lucas was an older guy,
Old man.
yes.
Okay.
What about the boy at the stables? He was only in his 20s.
Yes, the stable boy was
He didn't
younger.
mention being from here, though. I don't know, something weird, definitely.
Do I feel like that horse is what a horse would look like if it died 60 years ago and was left here?
Yes.
Okay, no.
It seems to have been exposed to elements and maybe birds of prey.
Cassandra wants to look in the windows of this mansion.
Alright.
We're splitting up a little bit. We should try to stay together.
Bollocks.
Just a little.
Every person for themselves.
You take a look, and this is a grand house. Two-story brick house. You see that it's been kind of fallen prey to time and the elements, just like the rest of the village. You do notice, though, that because it's brick and because it was well made, even though it kind of is the same as the rest, it remains in slightly better condition, but like not that anyone's upkept it or anything. It just was well built, and so it's just handling time and decay better. You see that there are some curtains that are hanging, but as you peek through the curtains, you notice that you see kind of some wooden chairs and a table in the center of a room, but beyond that you can't quite tell because the curtain only gives you a slight peek.
Maybe there's some clues in here, Roland.
Do you want to go inside?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a door?
I break the
not
window.
Not on the side that you're in, no. But you did see there were double doors at the front, right where the tree was before. But Cassandra goes and just shuts her elbow right into the door, and you hear glass scatter into the ground. The window is open for you, Cassandra.
You want me to give you a boost?
Yeah, thanks.
Fantastic. All right, you hop in. What is everyone else doing?
Just walking to the other side of town.
You heard a window break.
You did hear a window break.
I've heard a lot of things so far.
Have there been any other shrieks except for that last one? Whenever. Maybe we've appeased the ghost, I say, to Cassandra inside the window.
Maybe.
All right, so Cassandra
much
hops
backups.
in.
I'm gonna try to climb in after her.
All right,
Yeah.
Cassandra, then Roland. I will change the map here for a second. I'll say I'm gonna delete you guys here. I'll move you outside so you can't see what's going on. And Cassandra and Roland, you guys are actually up here.
I cannot.
Rita, I think I
Found it.
Oh, I see now.
moved you.
Can you give me my dark vision now?
Yes. Give me a second.
Thank
I need to do a lot. Well, I'll put you all in this room. Blue. Alright, Cassandra, I'm gonna give you dark vision 60. Here, you should have it now.
There you go.
Oh, you're gonna be a little tinted. Everyone else, do you have your dark vision?
I
It
think
looks
so.
like I can. Yeah, it's
Room's
grayed
weird.
out in a weird way. I don't know
Yes.
if that is
But
it
you see
supposed to
the
be that.
room.
Nocturnal
Yes.
or whatever.
Yes,
effect.
yeah, because dark vision, you don't see color, you see gray.
Okay.
All right.
I
I'll
can't
try
really see the-
door.
I see walls. So where is this like the window we came into over
Yes,
here? And
up
this is the
here
only
is
door?
a window that you came in, yep. And here you see a door here. And then this is the table that you guys sat in, or that you guys saw. And in the upper left corner, you see that there is a fireplace that is filled with broken masonry. You also see a framed portrait on the right hand of the wall, so map right. And it's pretty bare except for the furniture in the middle and the painting. You don't recognize the painting, but you see it's a painting of a dark-skinned woman dressed in like a cream-colored frock coat, pale green cravat at her throat, and you see she has dark hair pulled up in a very intricate twist. And she wears, at least what is depicted as, very delicate, very expensive looking metal and diamond earrings. And you see her hands are folded very delicately in her lap, and one finger bears a very heavy platinum looking ring, signet ring. And you see that inside of the, or on top of the ring, it is inscribed with a snowdrop blossom. That is a fireplace.
Okay.
Yeah, filled with broken masonry.
Roland, we gotta find her jewelry box. She's rich.
Does the snowdrop blossom have any historical significance? Is it like a family crest or something?
It may be, you might not know this, but go ahead and make a history check with disadvantage, just because that's very particular to this town, and you kind of know just generalities of Duros.
That's a natural one.
Based on your ability to reason, you gather that portraits of people are usually of important people, and usually crests and symbols and insignias, etc., are meant for family lineages of importance. So you can gather that, but you don't know for sure.
I am. Thank you. I'll say ours. Yeah, I mean, sure, why not? I am going to look at the portrait though, and I think I'm going to use my warlock ability that I never use ever. I'm gonna make myself look like the woman.
Ooh, I love that.
Ooh.
Yes. Fantastic.
You look beautiful, really.
I always look beautiful.
This is true. And lock the door. Or if it's locked. I tried the
Can
door.
someone roll me a d6 right before Cassandra opens the door?
I'll do it.
Yeah, I was going to say, who hasn't?
I haven't,
1, 2,
yeah.
3. Lovely. Let me see. Give me a second. Rita, as you were kind of looking at the fireplace and just kind of passed by it, you saw like a brass fireplace poker that is semi-reflecting your visage, and you quickly glance past it, and for but an instant, you see the face of Cassandra.
Who sees this?
Rita does. And it was Cassandra before her hair was silver. She is Cassandra Golden Locks. And you see her face almost kind of distorted, reflected in the poker. But for an instant. It's just a momentary thing that you see.
I have detect magic up. Was that...
You don't notice any magic, no.
Okay.
Sorry, just to clarify. Are they in the room with us? Did they come in as well?
No.
Oh.
Oh, wait. Sorry, maybe Rita... sorry, I thought Rita was in the room with you. I know Cromwell and Tarvik weren't. Sorry, Rita, you definitely weren't, right?
Yeah, I was around the front of the building. I had to get up for a second, so I wasn't sure how I got here, but I wasn't gonna I didn't.
Well, I put you guys in here to watch, but I might have mistakenly thought that you followed in. Sorry. So, okay, that does not happen to Rita.
Okay.
She does not see that, no. I'll put you more closer to Tarvik and Cromwell, so I don't mistake you as being in here. But Rita, were you going in from the front?
I don't think so.
Where were
I guess
you going?
I heard the window crash. Yeah, I'll go in from the front. Sure.
Okay. Tarvik and Cromwell, where were you going?
I was following Rita, just because I got yelled at the last time we separated. So I don't want to leave her alone in the definitely spooky ghost town.
Who yelled at you?
Cassandra did, or Roland did. He was like, I don't think we should be splitting up. Yelling is probably the wrong word. Just a light scold.
Yeah, that was Roland.
Yeah.
Roland's disappointed again.
And Cromwell, you were kind of behind, but you didn't enter, did you?
No, I was gonna just keep an eye out and try to watch the other two within the house from outside and try to keep an eye out. But if I lose them, then I'd come in. But I'm just keeping an eye on staying outside, but trying to keep an eye on them in the house.
Okay, perfect. So I'll actually put Rita as you open the door here. You'll be here, and same with Tarvik. Since you're kind of following Rita, I'll put you guys closer to here. Cromwell, I'm just going to keep you in the room so that I can kind of remember that you're there. Let's see. We'll jump to Rita. Go ahead.
Yeah, with Tarvik right next to me, can I take a look at his backpack where I saw he had put the lilies before? And are
they're definitely not there anymore. And I think they were high enough in the backpack so they could get a little bit of light, and they weren't getting crushed in my bag. But they weren't hidden in a way that made it obvious that they weren't there. So I think you can easily see that they are no longer there.
Yeah. I'm just gonna I'm gonna kind of lower my voice while everyone else is like not here. I'm like, did you put the lilies?
Yep.
Were they also for?
Nope. Different dead wife.
Is she here? Is she in the
I would
the
highly
graveyard?
doubt that.
Oh, okay. I put like in Darby's shoulder. Oh boy. Sorry.
By the way,
Sorry.
as a DM, I want to ask, what did Tarvik say? Even though none of the rest heard like the actual words, what did Tarvik say?
I think he probably just said, honestly, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to bring these back to your grave. So, you know. And then just set them there.
That's very sweet. Alright, back to Spooky. The entry arena, as you open up with Tarvik at your flank, you see that dust is covering everything, and this is a very wide entryway. You see moth-eaten cloaks hanging from hooks on the left-hand wall, and you see to the left and right hallways branch off into the gloom, and ahead there is a stairway that leads up to the second floor, and a door stands beneath the stairs, seemingly leading to the backyard. There is dim light from, I believe, Cassandra and Roland's room, because I think they have a light, right? Am I...
I don't think
Dropped
so. I was like,
outside.
you dropped it outside. Okay, great.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you might not see the light. What else might you see? No, that's about it that you see in where you guys are going. Cassandra and Roland, are you opening the door now?
Yep.
Okay. I think, can you click that icon to open the door?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I
So
just-
it opens. This is my first time using it. It's very cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a new feature I think they added.
Wave to
So
Rita.
you guys walk in and you see Rita and Tarvik kind of meet you there in the front.
You guys are loaded. Promo, come here.
Cromwell,
Like,
right before you hear that from Roland whispering to you, you see a dark shadow flit to your left where you guys originally were, towards from the graveyard. And then you see a shadow flit to the right. So like map left, map right from the outside. And if we toggle back to the screen here.
Two shapes. Kind
Two
of.
shapes. Yeah, out of the corner of your eye. So now
Kinda doing
we have here. Let me just reposition. Here. While you were here... Oh, that is a light. While you were here, you saw right behind this tree a shadow, and then you also saw a shadow right around here, the corner of this house.
Any chance on shape or form a little better than a shadow?
Go ahead
Human?
and make a perception check. No distinct form that you can recognize. It's too dark and they were too quick. It might just be even in your mind, you don't know.
With an 11, would I have heard anything, or was it just sight?
Just sight. You didn't hear a single thing.
I'll get closer to the window if I heard Roland. And
Yeah, he whispers to get in.
okay, I'll quickly clamber in.
All right. You quickly climb in, and you're in that window. I'll toggle back to the map. And you will officially be inside the house here. We'll put you here. And I think this is a good place to stop. You guys are all in the same spot inside this dilapidated mansion. And so we'll